Institute for Higher Consciousness, or IFHC is what we like to call it. Listen, I am so excited about the things that I've been learning. They've literally opened my eyes, opened my spirit. Some of the things, some of the concepts and the ideas are things that I've never ever thought about. I'm telling you, there's one teaching about the elements, and I'm not going to get into it because I can't do it. But that teaching right there alone is absolutely life changing. And so I'm telling you today, you need to join us, join up, join the courses, sign up, do whatever you need to do, make the investment. If you want to see a change in your life, you need to join IFHC today. Your mind will be blown 1000%. Regina L. Stillman is one of the most brilliant minds that I've come across in the last 30 years. So I'm telling you right now, you need to be in these classes. IFHC, Institute for Higher Consciousness. I want to see you there. All right.
Gracious God, creator of the universe, and yet the lover of my soul. Alpha and Omega, and yet I can call you friend. I don't have to beg you for anything, but I can thank you for everything. God, I thank you because this is the day that you have made, and I can rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for this day of magnificence and glory and splendor. God, I thank you for life, health, and for strength. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for peace, love, and joy. I thank you for the essence of you that envelops me right now from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. We thank you for this day of manifestation. We thank you for the day of revelation. We thank you for the day of impartation. We thank you as you move in the midst of your people to bring us to the greatest times that we've ever seen since the foundation of the world. Thank you, Lord, that for this time and for this season, you've allowed us to be a part of your move in the face of the earth. I thank you, God, for the revolution that you're bringing forth, God, even in the midst of the earth right now. And I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing in this hour, because in the last days, saith God, you said you would pour out your spirit on all flesh. And so now we thank you for the pouring out. God, I thank you for the rain and the move of your spirit. I thank you for fresh oil. I thank you for new wine. I thank you for the new thing that you're doing. I thank you now that it does spring forth. I thank you, Lord, that you've called us to be the head and not the tail. You've called us to be above only and not beneath. You've called us to be the lender and not the borrower. You've called, God, that our storehouses would be full and increase. God, I thank you because even I decree and declare that the people under the sound of my voice, even now, are moving in the might of your strength, not by might nor by power, but by your spirit. I thank you for those that are the sons and daughters of God that are called because they walk not after the flesh, but after your spirit. I thank you for the rising up of the people of your kingdom. I thank you that your kingdom come. I thank you that your will be done, even now in earth as it is in heaven. I thank you, Lord, because you are moving in the midst of your people mightily as never before. Raise us up, oh God, to the standard of what you've called us to be. God, I thank you for the standard of greatness. I thank you for the standard of holiness. I thank you for the standard of moving as the sons and daughters of yours, and not as vagabonds, not as those that never knew you, not as those that are confused and confounded, but God, those that know who they are in you. I thank you for the knowing. I thank you, God, for knowing you. I thank you for knowing your presence. Thank you for knowing your Holy Ghost power that gives us the ability to be successful. Your anointing that gives us the power to rise up and be called blessed. Thank you for that is in us. Thank you, God, for all things that pertain to life and godliness. Thank you because we are not confused. We are not deceived. And we thank you for that clarity of mind and the clarity of vision that allows us to walk forth as kings and queens, as princes and princesses in the kingdom that walk in the earth. We thank you that we are your beloved and we rise up as the apple of your eye. We rise up, oh God, as those that you love with all of your heart. And God, we love you back. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for soundness of spirit. I thank you that healing is our bread. Healing is our deliverance. By the stripes of Jesus, we're already healed. And we speak forth that healing even now for those that need it. Thank you, God, for every stripe that was taken. Thank you for the bruising. Thank you that he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. God, with those same stripes we declare and we speak healing in Jesus' name. We give you glory, we give you peace, we give you honor, we give you blessing, we give you might. We ascribe all of these things unto you because they are yours. Thank you, the fruit of my lips giving thanks unto your name, ever giving you all that is yours. Glory, honor, power, dominion, majesty. It's yours. I decree it and I speak it. In the mighty name of Jesus, it is so. Amen and amen.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Yes, You O Cubed. What does O Cubed stand for? One-on-one, because it's just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm so glad that you joined me on today. Y'all know what today is. I know y'all are just ready to get it in because today is Friday, February the 24th in the year 2023, y'all. And you know how we do it when we come in on Friday. Let's get this party started, and you know how we do it. made it. You better ask somebody through many dangers, toils, and snares, cheering. We've already come, and it's grace that brought us safe thus far. And you better believe grace is going to lead us on home. Now, listen, that's the way we do it in the Lion's Den. We come in and we pick them up and we put them down and we go forth. Yes, we do. I appreciate every last one of you that came in here to be with me on this fine Friday. Yes, it's a fresh start Friday. So let's get this party crack-a-lacking. Let's get this party rolling. You know how we do it in the Lion's Den. We like to come in and see who came in the VIP section. And on this fine morning, I'm so glad for these babies that came in. They are just the absolute best. Now, you know, as I always say, the competition over here is always about love. It's always friendly. And the competition is always something that brings us together, not break us down and separate us apart. I'm telling you, I love listening to the conversations and watching all of the memes that they put in to one another. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing to see the camaraderie and the family that's being built over there in the VIP section. Now, truck driver, I want to give honorable mention to him on today because you know what? He's been providing security for us when he's unable to come and get in the chair. He makes sure he parks outside. He posts up. This is my guy, James Sims, right there. I love me some him. So at the end of the day, I just appreciate you, truck, and the security that you provide outside the door. Come through, come through. Thank you so much. And my brother, he knows he is the protector of all time. Don't play. Do not play. Because isn't he dapper? Empress, isn't he dapper? That's my guy right there. That's my Mufasa till 10 toes up. Now, the third person in the Lion's Den this morning was none other than Anita Harvey, also known as BTD Mom. Come on in here. Come on in. Thank you, Anita. That's my biggest big sister right there. She came in checking it out, y'all. She makes sure Grandpa is well taken care of. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Anita, and I appreciate you for coming in this morning. Dark and early this morning. Dark and early. You rolled right on through, and I love me some you. Now, the second person in the Lion's Den this morning that's going to get on that love seat with BTD Mom, also known as Anita Harvey, was none other than Den Darn, my sister from the UK. You did that, sis. You did that. Come on in here. Look at that beautiful sister right there. I love me some you. You came in this morning bringing all the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness. And I appreciate you for that. Now, listen, Tall Pumps, let me tell you. Den Darn and the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair, they were trying to figure out where all the peoples were. They said, listen, we need the pole. We need the security guard. We need the family of it. Where's everybody at? And listen, I just assume y'all must have been real tired last night, but I just want you to know they were looking for y'all, folks. They were looking for y'all over there in the VIP section. But Den Darn, you did that. Go ahead and sit down right over there next to BTD Mom, otherwise known as Anita Harvey, and go ahead. Cassandra, they were looking for you too. Yeah. Oh Lord, did I say it? Did I say it, Tall Pumps? Oh my God, today. I think you caught me. I think you caught me. Oh Lord, today. It's a poll call. Lord, they caught me, Jesus. They caught me. They caught me. It's a poll. It's a poll call kind of day. Tall Pumps is bumping tall. Brown Sugar reporting for duty. Sassy slide and glide, getting my Friday ride is here. Jackie reporting for duty. Yes, you caught me. You caught me, Tall Pumps. You caught me with my pants down. You sure did. And there's that poll call, and it's right on time because the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair is none other than Queen Shauna. Come on in here, sis. Let me get your picture up real quick. I got to get back from the poll call. Let me swing back upstairs. Hold on a second. Let me get you because I want them to see. I want them to see that beautiful face. Yes, she is the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair. Get your lips, your hips, and your fingertips right on over there, sis. Right on. You did that. You did that. You did that. Queen Shauna is the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair. So much love to you and congratulations to you, my sister. I love me some you. One more time. That's the way we do it in the Lion's Den. And listen, it's always about the love. It is always and forever about the love. Thank you for bringing the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness into the Lion's Den. I so appreciate you. I really, really do. Come through, come through, come through. Now listen, I got to put it up for my girls. You know how I do. Get that mod love out. Get that mod love out. Because these three beautiful beauties right here, they hold it together in the Lion's Den. Shelly Thunder. Yes, Shelly Thunder is my prophetess. Yes, she will bring you the word. She'll give you a prayer, but she'll also block your tail. I see you, Tall Pumps. Get that mod love. Empress Meow. I see that mod love. Come on, Kai Chick. I see that mod love. Come through, because I couldn't make it without him. Sherelle Red Grim. Come on in there. I see that mod love. Then darn, I see that mod love. Jennifer, good morning to you, and I see the love coming in the room. These babies right here, Star Simmer Rose, Cassandra Woke, Sherelle Red Grim. Come on with that mod love, because these ladies work for their money, but they not getting paid. Yes, they do it out of sheer love. I appreciate them. Queen Shauna, I see that mod love. BTD Mom, I see that mod love. These babies right here. Shelly, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you that thunderclap one more time, Shelly. Shelly Thunder. Yes, yes, yes. She does a beautiful job. She's a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit. You are precious to my soul. And then, of course, come on, Rebel. I see that mod love. Then, of course, I see none other than the Rebel Inc. She is a streamer and we'll be going over to be with her this morning. Listen, on this day, I'm going to ask everybody that can and will ride this raid train with me over to the Rebel's house this morning. Please, 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 I'm going to ask if you do that for me this morning, especially when we go over to the Rebel's house. Please ride that raid train, even if you got to lurk and work and just be in the midst. Ride this raid train today. There's something special going on, but I can't tell you. Now, listen, if you're not following the Rebel Inc., quit your ways. Quit your ways. Because listen, she will bless your whole entire life. I promise you she will. With anti-morning bangos. Yes, she's got anti-morning bangos and also the cracks. And you will be cracking up. I promise you, you will. That's it, Shelly Thunder. Just be in the house, saints. We just need you to be in the house, especially this morning. If you do that for STL, you'll bless me real good. Then, of course, we got the Quiet Storm. Yes, the Quiet Storm, Michelle Brownell. That's my girl. She will change the atmosphere just by being in the room. She's cruising right now, and we hope and pray, Michelle, we hope you are enjoying every inch and bit of that cruise. Let that water just refresh you. Oh, don't get me started talking about the flow. Oh, the flow. Honey, I'm trying to tell you. Come on, gang. I see you, Shelly Thunder. Thank you for that, mod love. You three are absolutely, positively my blessed trinity. I couldn't make it without y'all, and I love you more than words. Those are my babies right there, and I appreciate every last one of them. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to say good morning to each and every one of you that are in the room this morning. I appreciate you for coming by and taking this time to spend with me here in the Lion's Den and the other lions. Y'all know it's such a blessing. It's just really, really a blessing in the Lion's Den, because the people that come through, I'm telling you, y'all are the most beautiful people in the world. Please believe it. So with that, this morning, I want to say good morning, truck driver. I see you. So much mad love to you. I want to say good morning, Kim Possible, 7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. That's my pastor from the ATL. She's lurking right now. She's on the lurk, but that's okay. It's good to see your beautiful face in the place. Yes, she is a principal part of Good Grief, and they're coming back. Don't give up on them. They're coming back. Just need some downtime to heal, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, I'm so glad to see you this morning, Kim Possible, 7-Eleven. Come on in here, Queen, and mad love to you. Music Spasms is in the room this morning. So glad to see you with us this morning. And guess what? Right on cue. Crazy Berrytown. Yes, she's the other principal part. She's the other partner to Good Grief here in this channel on Fridays. They are on a sabbatical right now, but they'll be back. Just like the Terminator, I'll be back. They will be back. But listen, she's a streamer in her own right. Yes, you want to follow Crazy Berrytown because she will Zumba you to Zion, and she'll give you some chit chat and make you feel real good down in your shondo. Crazy Berrytown is my beautiful friend, and I love me some you. If you're not following Crazy Berrytown, quit your ways. Quit your ways. Because listen, she's going to bless your whole life. Come on. Don't you want to go? My dearest friend, Fairly All Day. Listen. This sister right here, I love me some you more than words. Good morning to you, Fairly. And she's out there, she's lurking, y'all, because she's traveling over the streets and the byways. But listen, I just want you to know, I just called to say I love you. Listen, thank you for being in the room, and I love me some you. Crazy Berrytown, you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Quit them. Every time you type that in there, it takes me out. I love me some you. Listen, coming on down, and we got a new first timer in here in the person of, I'm gonna cut off the first part, and I'm just gonna say Ray Roca. Ray Roca is in the room, and I love you. Thank you for being here. This is your first time here. Welcome. Come on in the Lion's Den. You're gonna find nothing but love in here unless you cut up, then they gonna cut you. Now, I love me some you. Thank you for stopping by. Blessings upon blessings to you. Tall Pumps is pumping tall. Now listen here. I love this beautiful sister from the Chi-Town. So much love coming to Utah Pumps. And listen, she is a moderator for Woman Unsilenced. And y'all know how I do it. Woman Unsilenced, I am going to always push my sister's stream, because when I tell you, she has some of the best programming on Twitch. I'm trying to tell you, she really, really does. She is a streamer, Woman Unsilenced. She'll be on next Thursday Thursday evening, I believe it is. Get me straight on this, Tall Pumps. She'll be on next Thursday evening with Dr. Witherspoon. You all heard me talking on yesterday about alternatives to popping pills and healing your body through herbs and other things that will help your body to be well. I called her on yesterday to get the 411 on that blood pressure. What was she? She was doing a juicing with the celery, and sister broke that thing down for me. And please believe it, I'm going to be checking that out. And honey, celery's about to be bought up in here for those of you that got the blood pressure. Y'all got the pressure, as some of the old folks say. You got pressure. Not high blood pressure, not blood pressure problems. You got pressure. For all of y'all that got pressure, I'm going to go through personally and do the celery juicer. I got the instructions and the way to do it. And listen, I'm gonna try that thing and see how that works for me, because I'm looking to have a healthy body, and I hope you are too. Tall Pumps, you know it's nothing but mad love for you, sis. Come through all day long. Kai Chick, my evangelist, is here. Yes, the evangelist is able to be in the room this morning. When I tell you all, please believe it, this sister right here, I could really dub her one of the poster children. Yes, she's a poster child for Boss Energy. This sister has tried Boss Energy and put it to the test, and it has worked for her over and over, and she just will not quit. And she has been truly one of those that I'd have to say, listen, in the grand scheme of things, the way and the place that God has used you and brought you, Kai Chick, I'm trying to tell you, you are a blessing to my whole entire soul. And she is the evangelist in the Lion's Den, because she goes into the highways and hedges and compels folk to come. Whosoever will, let him come. And I know your job calls you away a lot of times, but this is what I want to tell you about Kai Chick. Kai Chick, even when she's not here, she'll go back and watch on demand replay. That's how much she loves this thing in the Lion's Den. I love me some you, and it's always good to see you on Friday mornings. Coming on down, and BTD Mom is lurking, but that's my biggest, big, beautiful sister, and so much love to you. You know, ain't nothing but love for you up in the Lion's Den. Coming down, and Empress Meow. Come on in here, Empress. I love me some you, and thank you for coming in the Lion's Den and sharing your love with us on this beautiful morning. We're so glad that you're here, and thank you. I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice, and I already know who's naughty and nice. Dan Darn, my beautiful sister from the UK. I appreciate you for being in the room this morning. I appreciate you for being in the VIP section, and thank you for rounding up the peoples. Thank you for rounding up the peoples in the VIP section. You're such a beautiful sister. Thank you for being here. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking, and I'm seeing who came in the basement while I was upstairs. Queen Shauna is in the room, y'all. She's in the room, and she is the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair this morning. And listen, let me tell you, she been lurking and working to get that chair, and listen, she is not playing about that thing. She really wants to get that chair, and I appreciate the fact that you were successful on this morning, and congratulations to you once more and again. Cassandra woke, y'all. She's woke in 2022, 2023, and beyond. Cassandra woke is my girl, and I love me some you. Thank you for being in the Lion's Den this morning, sis. Nothing but mad love coming to you. That's my poet laureate. Then I'm coming on down, and who else do I see? I'm looking at Sherelle Red Graham in the house. Nothing but mad love for you this morning, sis. Come on in here and make yourself at home. Downtown, Melvin Brown. You better ask somebody. That's my shouting partner. I love me some you, all the way from the KC in the house, and he's checking in from the LinkedIn platform. I appreciate you, my brother. You always hold it up. You always hold it up for the LinkedIn crew, and I appreciate you for chatting with us on this morning. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm seeing who else is up in here because I don't want to miss anybody, but I'm scrolling real fast, y'all. I'm scrolling real fast. Coming on down and I'm looking and I'm saying who else is here. I think I called you. I think I called you. I think I called you. Coming on, Shelly Thunder. Yes, that's our thunderclap. She's in the room. She's a moderator. She's just so precious to my soul. And as she said with regard to Rebel, just be in the house, saints. We just need you to be in the house. Coming on down. And who else is in the Lion's Den this morning? Who else is in the Lion's Den? I see My Lock Journey. You better come on in here. So much mad love to you. And thank you for coming in the Lion's Den this morning. You're always a blessing to the crew. Come through, come through, come through. Now looking in Crystal Method, you're here this morning. And I think you came through yesterday at the end of the stream. You may have rode that raid train, but I saw you in the house after the stream was over. And I want to say good morning to you and my apologies for missing you on yesterday. I didn't mean to. It was an oversight on my part, but you came back this morning and I'm so glad that you're here. Mad love to you and thank you for being here. Now, I think I got everybody. You said you done missed all the shout outs. It's okay, Rebel. It's okay. Do what you got to do. Thank you, Crystal Method. That's the thing about it. I know even in my error and even in my folly, y'all still gonna love me, and I appreciate y'all for that. That means volumes. You know, some folk get mad at me. She didn't speak to me. I ain't coming back. But I appreciate you so very much, and for your understanding heart. Now, you know how we do it. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Because listen, I want to just chat a little bit on this Friday morning. Yes, it's a fresh start Friday morning. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee. Oh, y'all putting in those. Okay, Star Simmer Rose and Ray Roker. Y'all said drink some water. Let me hydrate. Let me hydrate because y'all know I'm in the water right now. Okay, got those. Thank you for using those channel points. Now, got the water in, and you have a wine glass. Empress, I ain't even mad at you. I'm not even mad at you, Empress. You go ahead and sip that wine and go right on into your place of oblivion at 7 o'clock on a Friday morning. I ain't mad. Then darn, I see your coffee cup. Come on in here, Star Simmer Rose, My Lock Journey, Cassandra Woke. Come on, Empress said cheers. Queen Shana, I see it. I see those coffee cups. Because listen, what had happened was, thank you for that gifted sub to Den Darn. I appreciate you, Star Simmer Rose. And Den Darn, you already know you part of the family. Come on in here, sis. Mad love to you. Now, they told me what had happened was, whilst I slumbered, slept, and slobbered, this is what happened, y'all. This is what happened. Let me come over and pull it up. CNN is talking a whole bunch of stuff that I don't necessarily want to talk about. 1 year in with the war in Ukraine. You know, at the end of the day, you know how I feel about that. War. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. So yes, beloved, we're 1 year into the date. And so this is all.
Ain't nothing but the devil.
I can't hear you.
Ain't nothing but the devil.
And that's my reporting on the 1 year of war. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't have nothing else to say about that because I do not approve of this message. I'm going to give it to you, My Lock Journey. I'm going to give it to you because that's exactly what it is. Could it be? Could it be? The devil. Baby, it ain't nothing but that old slimy devil. And you got it, Shelly Thunder. Next. That's all I gotta say. There's no more commentary on that. No more commentary on that. So there you have it. Now, then we got the orange apparition out here, and he's making headlines. I want his lips, hips, and fingertips in jail. Thank you for 4 months in a row, Sherelle Redgrim. Thank you for that resub. We're building something. Now, listen, why is this man not in jail? And that's all I got to say about him as well. So, you know, this commentary this morning is going to be real quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ain't nothing but the devil.
I can't hear you.
Ain't nothing but the devil.
And that's all I got to say about him. Now, moving on. Slumming, slept, and slopper's gonna be real fast this morning. It's gonna be real quick, y'all. It's gonna be You don't listen, Empress. You don't blink, or you're gonna miss the commentary. Don't blink, or you're gonna miss all the commentary on these headlines. This is a speed run. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? This is a speed run, cause all of this ain't nothing but a mess. It is just a mess up in here. Now, so, you know, that's all I'm going to say about that. Coming on down, and I'm looking at, I see Putin, I see the Pentagon, I see this, that, and the other, because everybody is real fascinated and caught up with all of this going on with the war. And at the end of the day, I said what I said. Shelly Thunder, thank you for those roaring biddies. We're building something. Come on here, and thank you. I think y'all done tripped off a hype train. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Come on, hype train. The Rebel Inc. Thank you for that gifted sub. I appreciate you. The Crystal Method, I appreciate you. And Crystal Method, welcome to the family. So much love to you. BTD Mom, thank you for those roaring biddies. We're building something, y'all. When I tell you we're building something, please believe it. We're building something. BTD Mom, I appreciate you. Star Simmer Rose, thank you for those biddies. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. BTD Mom came back once more and again and dropped in another set of roaring biddies. I appreciate you, dear. Thank you all. And as I said, you never have to do it, but I appreciate you for what you're doing. But please believe when I tell you we're building something. Putin and the Pentagon, come on. It's like like an alliteration. Come on here, Empress. I'm telling you, this tall pumps is pumping tall. Thank you for those roaring biddies. We're building something. MCP 812, my sister cousin is up in here. Y'all better ask somebody. That's my girl. That's my pastor. I love me some you. Come on in here, MCP 812. Thank you for those roaring biddies. We're building something. Empress Meow, come through, sis, with those roaring biddies. Y'all cutting up in here this morning. This is a fresh start Friday, and this is the way we do it in the Lion's Den. Thank you for those roaring biddies. We're building something. K Marie is in the house, and good morning to you, sis. Come on in here. Mad love, mad love, mad love. Welcome to the Lion's Den this morning. And we're in the middle of a hype train right now, level 2 going on. And I appreciate the Lions showing your love. I appreciate you showing your appreciation. But as I said, we're building something. We're going somewhere. Thank you so very much. Now, as we get ready, level 3, y'all know, Kai Chick. I told you that's my evangelist. That's my evangelist. Thank you for that 5-piece. Thank you for the 5-piece, Kai Chick. 5-piece lion nuggets. She gave out a 5-piece lion nugget meal, and I appreciate you for that, Kai Chick. So much love coming to you, evangelist. We're building something. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, Star Simmer Rose with the biddies. Come back, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you once more and again, because we're building something, Star Simmer Rose. We're building something, and you're helping me to build it. I appreciate you for that. So much mad love to you. Now, as we look and as we check out what all is going on up in here, they're talking about how sleep will add years to your life. And now listen, some of us, everybody that's in here on Team No Sleep, put a 1 in the chat. Everybody that's in here on Team No Sleep, put a 1. K Marie, thank you for your subscription, sis. We're building something. Listen, Shelly Thunder said 111. The Rebel Ink is on a one. Kai Chick is on a one. Listen, let me get my one in there, because let me just tell y'all, because listen, sleep, I'm trying to say, where did you go, sleep? Where did you go? I can't get no sleep, Terrence. Come on up in here. Come on, DJ P-Foo is in the room this morning. So much mad love to you. DJ P-Foo is a streamer. If you're not following DJ P-Foo, quit your ways. Quit your ways, because I promise you, he's gonna bless your whole life. That's my brother, and I love me some him. Come through, come through. Tall Pumps, you can't sleep either. Den Dawn, come on. I can't sleep. You can't sleep. Queen Shauna can't sleep. Truck driver can't sleep. Listen, it's just sleepless nights up in here. Sleepless nights in the lion's den. Now we talking about why we slumbered, slept, and slobbered, but ain't nobody slumbered, ain't nobody slept. I don't know whether you slobbered or not, but nonetheless, it's a whole lot going on up in the lion's den. But one thing I will tell you, if you're like me, there's so much going on. There's so much getting ready to start. There's so much getting ready to jump off. I'm like, Lord Jesus, turn my brain off. As we... Chick. We need to change the name to As We Tossed and Turned. We need to, is that related to As the World Turns? She said we need to change the name of that thing to As We Tossed and Turned. There can be a very good reason for no sleep, Crystal Method. Absolutely. There can be very good reasons for no sleep. Listen, things are happening in my lock journey. Things are happening. Kate Marie said, I'm sleeping, but you had to get a prescription to help you do so. I got you on that. I got you on that. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So as I look at this story right here, I'm giving it some real side eye, because they talking about sleep adding years to your life. Well, I ain't trying to cut my life short, y'all. I'm definitely not trying to cut my life short. But just right now, I'm on team no sleep with all these other ones in the chat. And listen, y'all, we gonna have to get some sleep though, according to this here story and study. They're saying if you want to live longer, you got to prioritize your sleep life. That's what it says. If you want to live longer, you got to prioritize your sleep life. So listen, what is we gonna do? Somebody tell me, what is we gonna... I'm not trying to live that long. Empress Meow, listen now, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't on your team on that one, talking about you not trying to live that long. That's fine for you. I told somebody, listen, I can live to be 120. You understand? Your life is on a speed run. Knock yourself out. And listen, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna love on you and send you on to the great beyond. I ain't in no hurry. Guy Chick said, I'll sleep after I graduate. I know you on a mission. And I think that's probably the case for many of us that are on team no sleep right now. Something's going on in our lives. Something's going on in our worlds where we got something that we're working toward. We got something that's going on. We got something that's happening on the inside of us that we're trying to accomplish and achieve. And so that sleep may seem a little evasive in our lives right now. And I hear you, Kai Chick. As soon as you graduate and get done and get that paper on the wall, you gonna get you some shut eye. So I'm not mad about that at all. Do what you need to do. You seen all you need to see. Well, Empress Meow, bless you, baby, bless you. Listen, I can have seen it once and I can see it again. I ain't trying to go nowhere. Sleep is delicious to me. My luck journey. Now that's a way to put it. Sleep is delicious to me. That's when you like to sleep. Listen, I got a friend. She says she can sleep standing up. She can say it don't matter. Whatever way, honey. She loves her sleep. Now, I've never been a sleeper like that. I never have been a sleeper like that. But when sleep is delicious to you, I'm not mad at you. But listen, I ain't trying to go nowhere, Empress Meow. You listen. You just go on and help yourself to the great beyond. I got what places to go go, people to see, and things to do. Thank you all for that hype train. Okay, Marie, thank you for those roaring biddies. I just looked up and saw it. Thank you so much. The hype train is completed. I appreciate every last one of you for that level 4 hype train. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I mean that, because we're building something. Now, I just want to say, when I look, you love your sleep, My Lock Journey. You've always been a sleeper. And there are people that their bodies are just built like that. They love sleep. If they get every opportunity to be still somewhere and get their sleep on, that's where they're going to be. That's what they're going to be doing. And as My Lock Journey said, and I love the way you expressed it, sleep is delicious to me. That's just not my testimony. That's not the way that I roll. And that's not the way that I'm wired. However, when I look at this story of if you want to live longer, you need to prioritize sleep in your life. My eyebrows raised. My eyebrows raised all the way up. I was like, oh. Well, you know what? Y'all see my eyebrows? I took them up. My eyebrows. I had to take them up because I looked at that and I said, oh, if you want to live longer, because listen, Empress, I'm shooting for 120. You understand the words coming out of my mouth. If I make the 120, I will be just as happy can be. And anything up to whatever I have in life, I'm gonna love it. But listen, I plan to be here. Folks talking about all my friends will be dead. I can make new friends. Please believe it. I can make new friends. I can find the young folk and make me some friends. Everybody that has, and listen, I understand the concept. I understand that sentiment. But I tell people all the time, I'm constantly making friends with young people. I'm constantly building relationship with children. Because listen, I'm not going to be that one saying, well, you know, all my friends done gone, and I ain't got no reason to be here no more. I didn't want the Lord to come back and beam me up. I didn't want the Lord to come back and call me on home, because I ain't got... All my friends done went to glory. All my friends done went to glory. And I just ain't got no reason. That ain't gonna be me, baby. That ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm trying to tell you, Queen Shauna. I'm trying to tell you, Empress, that's not me. I'm not gonna be sitting there, you know, I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to go. I ain't got all my family gone, my friends gone. Child, please. I'm going to have me some. I'm going to know my great grands. I'm going to know my great nieces, my great greats. Whoever is going to fit Shelly Thunder. Whoever fits in that 120 years, I'm going to make me some new friends. I told y'all, if I'm in a wheelchair, I love to shout. I said, if I ain't on my feet and I can't walk and shout on my own, I'm a Papa Willie in that wheelchair. But I plan to live while y'all trying to check up out of here. So at the end of the day, miss me with that. Listen, I plan to be here. So as long as I have life and breath in my... Listen, they gonna prop me up. Like Charles Stanley, my lock. They gonna prop me up. Somebody called me the other week and they couldn't watch Charles Stanley came on television, and they couldn't take it because all they saw and heard was Stacy 546. But I know propped up when I see propped. I know propped when I see propped. Listen, y'all can prop me. Y'all can prop me. Now listen, let me tell you what. At that 120, I'm not going to be trying to stand behind nobody's pulpit and preach. That's all let you know. I'm not going to be that one trying to stand behind the pulpit and preach at 120. I'm going to be like, I put my time in. I did what needed to be done. That's what I'm going to say to myself. I'm going to say, servant, well done. But you done standing behind the podium. Now I plan at 120. Take me here, take me there, take me everywhere. I I just want to go all over the world and see everything my eyeballs can see and meet all the folks I can meet. So listen, I ain't gonna be, this vocation of ministry that I have right now, I will be going into retirement. Please believe it. You ain't gonna have to prop me up. So there you have it. But listen, I looked at that. I looked at that, and I realized I'm going to have to do something a little bit differently if I need. Come on, my life journey. Y'all try to rush up out of here. Rush on if you want to. You can be rushing if you want to. I'm American. You can be rushing if you want to. I'm American. I ain't planning on going nowhere. So at the end of the day, I plan to live, and I plan to have a happy life. So I looked at this story that they put in the headlines this morning, and it is out there in Discord for anybody that wants to read it. King Coogee is in the house. There's my sire. Some old people got teeth, though. Listen, King Coogee, for all of those old folks that their teethuses are tired. When your teeth get tired, they just fall out your head. That's for the old folks that their teeth got tired and they had to come out. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. But yes, there are some old folks that still got their teeth. Now, this I'm going to digress now that you said that. Excuse me. I'm going to digress now that you said that. You know, I've seen it all in church, y'all. I've seen it out. Now, you know, if the Lord gives you a word, you will ask for a cordless. Kim Possible. Show you right. Jennifer, good morning to you. I love you, sis, and I think I missed you. So much love coming to you. Jennifer and King Coogee, both of them are streamers. If you're not following them, I'm talking about Jennifer and King Coogee. Quit your ways. Quit your wicked ways, because they will bless your whole entire life. So I got to tell you this story. We used to have what we called pastor's anniversary at our church. And we had a guest church that came in. Now, this man had all of 2 teeth in his head. I mean, and it was one of those where it was a tooth here, and then it was a tooth over here. Just 2 teeth, though. Just 2 teeth. Just two. 2. No more. Just 2. The rest of it was gums. And so... Good morning, Disco Darren. Come on, just not 3, Jennifer, not 3. It was just 2. One over here and one over here. Listen, they were segregated. They didn't believe in being together. Woo! So when I tell you there was one on the west and one on the east, and never the 2 shall meet. So, and the rest of it was just gums, my life journey. It was just gums. And you know how you can tell their teeth have been gone a long time, because them gums get real shiny. Them gums get real shiny because they keep getting buffed up. Every time they eat something, they just get real buffed up and they get real shiny, just get real shiny. But them 2 teeth, not 3, but 2. He was up and they put him up to preach. And the man, now, first and foremost, where did he get this out of the Bible? Because the Bible didn't say this, but I think he was tormented. And my sisters in here, they can tell you I'm not making this stuff. I could make a whole sitcom series off of church, because baby, I done seen some stuff. He got up and he was preaching, and he's a little short man, and he was bald all up in here, but then the sides he had slicked down, and y'all know that look when they was trying to, So he got up and he said, "Now, Kim Possible, what you talking about? Let me see what you came out and said, because I know it was something you done clowned up in here." But anyway, the man said, listen, he got up to preach. They put him up, and I'm trying to find what Kim Possible said, because I know she's clowning. I ain't even got to shiny. Yes, shiny. Them gums were shiny. He said, got up on the microphone, and he was real funny anyway. He talked real nasal-like. "Now, when Joshua died, he had all his his teeth. And he said teeth and his mouth was wide open, and you saw them two teeth, one on the west side, one on the east side. Baby, when I tell you. Now, who told him that Joshua had all his teeth when he died? Where did you read that at? I don't know. But my lock, that man, I will never forget it. I'll never forget it. Now, when Joshua died, and this is the way he said it too. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up for theatrics. When Joshua died, he had all his teeth. When I tell you I laid down while I looked at them two walrus teeth. You know how walruses have one teeth sticking out from under your lip over here and one tooth sticking out from, baby, I will never forget the sermon on Joshua. I will never, ever, I'm done. My life journey. I'm done. I was done. Do you hear? Listen, let me. Who told that man that? And what made him feel like he needed to preach that? This was Pastor's anniversary. What has Joshua's teeth got to do with Pastor's anniversary? Explain it to me, Lucy. Explain. That's when you know some folk don't need a pulpit. Some folk don't need no place at all to preach, because you need to sit down. You need to have all the seats. You understand the words that come down? Have all the seats. You up here on Pastor's anniversary. That man's dental Disco Darren, that man's dental plan covered nothing. That man's dental plan covered nothing. He parted the Red Sea with his teeth, tall pumps, with his teeth. Woo! Listen, I think about that, and that'll still tickle me to this day. He knew he was a stand-up comedian. He really was. But, you know, at the end of the day, Cassandra Woke, anytime he mounted the pulpit, you know comedy was getting ready to happen. But what made it so bad, he was a comedian, but he didn't mean to be, Cassandra. He was for real. He was like, sorry, Miss Jackson, I am for real. He was for real. He would get up on that microphone, and that man was serious as a heart attack. And the more serious he got, the harder we laughed. Because when I tell you it was the cracks, baby, that was the cracks. So at the end of the day, now, both of them, both of them teeth. I said walrus. Anyway, as we move on, I'm trying to listen. Let me act right. It's Fresh Start Friday, y'all. It's fresh. I need y'all to be holy and sanctified in the house this morning. Y'all done started acting up, talking about this man's teeth. Now, let me get back to the sleep. All of this because King Coogee said there are some old people that have their teethuses. So King Coogee, you did this to me. Now, as we move on, I just want to get back to this story. Y'all need some sleep. Okay, so let me leave that right there, because y'all, we have clowned sufficiently on the little pastor that had no teeth. Now, coming on back. Now, let me reel it in. Let me get to a few stories that we're going to get to, and we're going to get out of here this morning. You know, we got to laugh in the lion's den. We just cannot help ourselves. We cannot. Now, Mary, I don't know if you were there or not, but that was up in White Cloud when my dad was pastoring up there at the Green Church, honey. But Elder Hollins took us out. That was the man's name, Elder Hollins. And so Elder Hollins was like 4 feet tall, and Sister Hollins was like 6'7". Okay, bring it back, STL, bring it back. Okay, here we go, y'all. Oh, Jesus, help me right now. Now, Ron DeSantis, as we are coming into my luck, y'all pray for me. Something got a hold of. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. My luck journey. This is what happens. What had happened was at the Green Church. At the Green Church in White Cloud. When Joshua died. Wait a minute. Can it? Y'all don't know nothing about preachers when they put their hands on their ear. Y'all don't know nothing about this. You had to be in a certain kind of church to see this carrying on and cavorting. When turn to the side. You got to turn to the side, and you got to be real. Glory, hallelujah. You got to be real demonstrative with it. But when you hold your ear, y'all don't know nothing about the hold your ear ministry. When the preacher really, they really into it, and they lean cock that head over to the side, and they put that hand over their ear. And then when Joshua died, he had, his teeth. Ron DeSantis. Kim Possible, that's why them teeth was spread out so far. His wife was happy. As short as he was, that's as far as he could go. Okay, Ron DeSantis is erasing black. I need you to go back into lurk, Kim Possible. I need you, Kim, to go back into lurk. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen. Oh, please, Jesus. Please, Kim, you're clowning in here. Let me just catch my breath. Did somebody put hydrate in there? Because I need to stop right now and hydrate. Because y'all have drained me on this fine morning. Talking about Elder Hollins. Come on. Let me listen. Kim Possible, you need to go somewhere and be quiet. Because you have taken me out. You have just taken me out. Now, Kim Possible is making up for lost time. You saw this? Listen, and this is an old clip. They're still asking for people to sign in and write in. Global warming trying to erase Florida. Come on here, Empress. So Ron DeSantis is erasing Black history from the Florida schools. Now, this is where they started on February 1. I just wanted to bring this back because here at February the 24th, it hasn't stopped at all. They have actually signed this into law along with, and y'all hear me when I say this, Florida is not alone. Now, they're pulling this out because it's Ron DeSantis, but there are 19 states and 19 states that predated Florida doing, or 18 states that predated Florida doing this. So the governor opened Black History Month by announcing the plans to ban funding for diversity programs at the state colleges. So, and this, I've been clowning, but I'm serious about this. They're asking people to write in. Now, this also includes the banning of over, I think it was like 2,000 books that talked about Black history and anything that they called using the term divisive. They're using the term divisive in lieu of anything that remotely would support critical race theory. So at the end of the day, teachers will be fined and other actions taken against them if they are caught teaching anything other than what is allowed by the school districts and what is acceptable and appropriate reading, as they're calling it. Anything outside of that, they will be dealt with. So at the end of the day, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm still dealing with sinuses. At the end of the day, this is how Ron DeSantis chose to open Black History Month in the state of Florida. And of course, some of the students took to the streets. Are we in 2023, Disco Darren? They're trying to roll us back. And I wanted to just touch on this because some may say in this month, I didn't necessarily have a quote unquote Black History Month stream. I just began to push very hard and with force issues that are impacting Black people and people of color, and being very, very straightforward and very direct in my streaming this month. Excuse me. And so some may have come in and said, man, spiritual thought leader is really going in the paint. She's really going hard. And for some, it's offensive. And that's unfortunate. I cannot, and I will not apologize if you're offended. But everything that I'm saying is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And I'm driving the point. I'm not looking back at Black history, because I live Black history 365, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So my thing has been to address with a passion and very intensely the realities that we're currently living in. Because hey, y'all want us to keep looking back on who did what. You can't. As a matter of fact, they were not allowed anything that referred to Rosa Parks. They could not have any of that. Anything that refers to Black Lives Matter, they cannot have any of that. Anything that had to do excuse me, with the idea of systemic racism and the things that they did to perpetuate systemic racism in this country. Any materials that implied any of that, again, under the guise of divisive materials have been banned. Z Lady C, good morning to you, and happy Friday to you as well. I got you listening and working. So much love to you. Now, so to go back to what Disco Darren said, are we in 2023? There is a conscientious, strong effort to roll back the hands of time to those days and times of living under what used to be Jim Crow, but is now James Crow Esquire. Didn't go anywhere, just took off the hoods, took off the sheets, and put on suits and ties, and have now put their lips, hips, and fingertips up into places of authority and legislature, but have always been, but are now very overt with the behaviors and the actions that they're making and taking. There's no question about what is the intent and what's being done out here in these streets. They're doing it boldly and openly. And I'm really trying to get us to understand, we don't have time to be dragging our feet. We don't have time to be lollygagging around. We don't have time to be talking crazy. Lest we forget from whence we've come and what we're living right now. I don't have to look back to Black history in the past only. And I do celebrate those that opened the door to get us this far. But babies, we are 1 inch from MLK. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? We are 1 inch from Rosa Parks. We are 1 inch from Malcolm X. We are 1 inch. You hear? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And the goal and the design is to roll us backwards. I need us to be very, very clear on this, because this time is very critical. This time is very, very critical. Now, what I'm saying, I hear you, Cassandra. Help us. DeSantis has to get at the back of the bus. Black history is every day, and we are here to stay and have our say. Absolutely. And to that, I say we've got to have our say. We've got to do it. Listen, without going through Kai Chick's story, Kai Chick is living Black history and making it today. She's doing it right now today. You got folks like Fairly All Day that's out there. They're doing it today. You got folks out there, and some of you can put your name in and fill in the blanks. I had my sister who was in the FAA. She had to push. She had to fight that thing. You had to fight discrimination. You had to fight sexism. None of this has gone anywhere. Now, listen, they wear Brooks Brothers. You know what I'm saying? They off the rack Brooks Brothers. That's what they're wearing now, Disco Darren. So don't get it twisted. So when you hear me speaking and talking very vehemently and very strongly, our house is on fire. Our houses are on fire. And this is the thing. Excuse me. This is the thing that I want us to understand. I remember when I was at the city of Kansas City, Kansas, and I was assigned the job of doing the Black History Month committee for the city. and I had one of our very fine preachers at the time, the Reverend Irvin Sims, came in, and he was the first event that we had. He was our speaker. He needs a good old-fashioned beat down. Why is he getting away with this stuff in this day and age? Have we been that complacent to have this start happening? Z Lady C, we have been complacent. I'm gonna just answer that. We have been complacent, and we've also been divided. Why in all this time? A house divided against itself cannot stand. And this whole, when they talk about divisive behaviors and divisive, listen, the black community was divided on purpose by white supremacy. I'm gonna say it again. The black community was divided on purpose by white supremacy, and unfortunately, the tenets of belief that they have pumped into our minds, into our hearts, and the very fabric of our thinking. Many of us need to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, and I'm not talking about something churchy, but it is spiritual. It is spiritual, but I'm not talking about something churchy, because for some of y'all, church has been nothing but a means of perpetuating the slavery. And I said what I said, and I meant it, and I'll add to it before I take it back. So at the end of the day, this divisive nature that has been very masterfully put in our communities and put in the fabric of our being, where we cannot come together and unite as one. When black folks unite, this foolishness will stop. And I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. When black folks come together, and I'm not talking about in violence, when black folks come together in harnessing our resources and our powers together, this madness will stop. I promise you. But black folks can't get together. And when going back to Z Lady C's question, have we become complacent that we've allowed this to start happening? Back to the Reverend Irvin Sims, God rest him, and his very first year of speaking to the city of Kansas City, Kansas, he gave this story, and I'm sure some of you have heard it since then. It was revolutionary at the time, back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And he said, the black community has been positioned like a frog, because frogs are cold-blooded animals, so they can, the temperature around them, their bodies as a cold-blooded animal will regulate to whatever the temperature is. And so he talked about the idea of we, and this analogy here, are the frogs, and they have put us in a pot of water, and they put the water cold with the frog in it on the stove. And very gradually over time, if you turn up the heat of the stove in very slow increments, because that frog is cold-blooded, the frog will not realize that the temperature is rising, and the frog will stay in the pot. And so as you just continue to raise the temperature and incrementally increase, you can boil that frog in the pot, and the frog will not jump out, because the increments that you gradually increase the heat, you can get it to boiling, and that frog will boil right there in the pot. And he equated that to what has happened since the civil rights movement. I love that man. He was just so powerful. He said, since the civil rights movement, white supremacy has put black folks in the pot, and they've put us in a pot of water, and they have gradually rolled this thing back. And that's why when we look at this stuff like Ron DeSantis erasing black history from the schools and removing, what happened to freedom of speech and the liberty to read what you want? When did we start burning and banning books? That is against our own Constitution. So how you get the ability to do this and do it legally when it's directly against our Constitution, freedom of speech and the freedom of press, this is stuff. And now you want to talk about your Second Amendment rights, but you don't want to talk about the rights that you are directly opposing illegally and continue to do it. And this is the thing. We're like those frogs in the pot. They've been turning this heat up for a long time. So check this out. So violence is, I hear you, Disco Darren. Violence is what white Americans seem to understand from us. We've marched, we've protested, we've rioted, still very little progress. But we have not come together, Disco Darren. We have not come together. We've done all of those things. We have. We've rioted, we've marched, we've protested, we've done all of that, but we have not come together, Disco. Now I'm gonna challenge you on that point. We have not come together. That's what we have not done. So this is what I'm saying. When we finally come together, we don't have to do it with a march. We don't have to do it with a protest. We don't have to do it with rioting, and we sure don't have to do it with murdering and killing, in my opinion. When we come together and we do our thing and we do it as a unified people, this ain't gonna matter, because guess what? We built this country. I dare somebody to say I'm lying. We built this country. We're still building this country. We're still maintaining this country. We're still coming up with creativity. We couldn't have gone to the moon without those black women. You just heard about it here in recent times, but they knew the truth from the very beginning. They knew from the beginning that black mathematician, that black female mathematician, was the one that was doing all the calculations to get us from Earth to the moon and back. They knew that black woman was doing it, but they were writing that white man's name on it and giving him credit, and they knew it was a lie from the beginning. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back.
Why you always lying?
They knew they were lying. And so I'm going to say, even when we talk about the GPS system, who created that? When you talk about all of this late technology, that basically what white people did, they came in and bought patents, they got licenses, they got this, that, and the other, where they could control it and dominate it, but they did not create it. We created it. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. Y'all talking about Alexander Graham Bell. The man stole some black man's ideas. You can go all the way back and just go. Katherine Johnson, come on in here, April Cook. Katherine Johnson was the black female mathematician that was able to get us to the moon and back, but they got a white man's name on it. You didn't even do that. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. So at the end of the day, then darn, at the end of the day, Z Lady C, I see you fairly all day. At the end of the day, I'm saying to the black community, if we're creating it and we're building it, why can't we unify together? And what we giving to everybody else, why can't we give it to ourselves? Let them look at from the outside looking in. Let them stand at the window from the outside looking in. Let them be on the outside and come inside our house to get our knowledge, inside our house to get our creativity, inside our house to get the things that are making your ideas. You're making money and you're millionaires and billionaires off of our energy, off of our creativity, off of our ideas, off of us, and we still will not come together. Explain it to me, Lucy. The stuff of technology and everything else that's in the world right now, making these billionaires is our stuff. Why would we not give it to ourselves? Because we won't come together. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. Where's the lie, though? Where's the lie? I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And instead of us coming together and doing our own stuff amongst ourselves, we just keep on giving our stuff away. And some of you know you've done this on your jobs. They want you in certain positions. They will not pay you the money, but they want you in certain positions because you are the genius. You are the think tank. They won't pay you what you're worth. They'll have you train everybody else. They'll have you do all of the thinking, all of the heavy lifting mentally. They'll have you do all of the heavy lifting as far as organizational structure. They'll have you do all of that and won't pay you what you're worth. And I'm saying, stop sitting at their table. Number one, we built the table. Number two, we built the chairs. And then we turn around and look sad, mad, broke, busted, and disgusted because they won't let us sit at the table we built. They won't let us sit at the table and in the chairs that we made. Make those chairs and those tables amongst your own people and stop going out there and asking other people's permission and giving away our stuff. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. So when I look at this, Ron DeSantis is erasing Black history from Florida schools. I'm saying to the Black community, they already have legislated this. They've already enacted these laws. Now, you're like, well, how we going to get in and we need to change it? We need to turn it around. We saw the young Black legislator that said he went in and he presented a bill. Do y'all think that bill's going to pass? Absolutely not. I'm saying at this point, who cares about Black history? Make new history. I said what I said. Yes, number one, now hear me when I say this, we do need to know our Black history. The fact of them taking it out of schools, they didn't take it out of your home. Now, y'all ain't gonna like me because I've said this all along for all of y'all holier than thou Christians. We were good till they took prayer out of the schools. They didn't take prayer out of your home, so what difference does it make? Y'all miss me with that. Yeah, we were doing good till they took prayer out of schools. They didn't take prayer out of your home. What's wrong with that? They can't stop you from praying. Pray with your children at home. Who cares if they pray at school? They're at school to learn. They're not at school to pray. Y'all miss me with this foolishness. And yet we're divided. Yet we're being trained how to be consumers. Yet we're being trained how to be workers. Yet we're being trained how to be slaves on the plantation and do. No, listen.
No!
So if they take Black history out of schools, so what? You can teach Black history at home. You can teach Black history at church. You can teach Black history in your community. And so what? So what if you take it out? Y'all just sit there in your school and be ignorant, but my child is aware. My child is educated. My child is knowledgeable about Black history because they got it at home. They got it in the neighborhood. They got it at church. Who cares if you take it out of the school? My child is going to know from whence they've come. And that's my responsibility, not the schools. Come on in here, honey 41. So much love to you. Do you understand? I don't care what you take out of school. My child can learn everything they need to learn in my house. They can learn about their ancestors from my family. They can learn about who did what in the community, in the neighborhood. They can have programs at church. Who cares what you take out of? They want to get y'all riled up. They want to get y'all, oh, we got to change it. I don't care if you don't change it, because at the end of the day, I'm able to do what I need to do with me and mine. I don't need you. Woo. I don't. I can still accomplish what I need to accomplish. Am I talking to anybody in here? So when you talk about, y'all all caught up about Black history, teach it at home, teach it in your neighborhood, teach it at the church. Secondly, make new history. Make new history. Come on, April, you said it. Most of us will not. And so your children are just going to be ignorant of Black history because you're not going to teach it to them. I said what I said. Who cares? Y'all, listen, I'm getting hydrated all over. Okay, I'm going to hydrate, but I mean every word that I said. I mean every word that I said. If we would come together and bind our resources together, we built this country, we've sustained this country, but if we would just come together and build amongst ourselves, I said what I said, and leave them jokers standing there looking stupid. I said what I said. I said, leave them jokers standing there looking stupid. Because if we created it, am I talking to anybody? Our ancestors did oral history. We just have to keep it up. Come on, My Lock Journey. We put too much responsibility on the school system to teach our children, and you better talk to me, honey. That school system, especially public school, is designed to make you a worker, not a leader. It's not designed to make you an owner. It's not designed to make you an entrepreneur that's successful. It's designed to make you a worker and a follower. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. So at the end of the day, who cares about Ron DeSantis? I need us to get another mentality. I need us to get another picture. I need us to get another vision. I need us to take care and take charge of our own destiny. Now, I'm going to say it like this, and I'm going to shift just a little bit because I saw, you all saw, I put a post up on IG the other day with Iyanla Vanzant. That's my girl. And it's all a setup, honey. It's all a setup. But why do we fall for the okie doke? We know the setup. They've been using this same playbook the whole time. They ain't changed not near one a play. That's the same play they were using on the plantation. They just updated it just like Jim Crow, put a suit on it instead of a sheet in the hood. It's the same. And we know it is. We know it is. My Lock Journey, listen, because this is the way we got to think about it. I need y'all to come outside the box because they got us boxed in, hemmed up, if you let them. But we don't have to let it be. Y'all understand what the words coming out of my mouth. Now, so at the end of the day, Iyanla said, she's talking about love, but I'm going to take it to the next level. She said, listen, I have no control over how you love me. I can't control that. All I can do is watch and observe how you love. And then I decide if I want to participate. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I have no control over how you love me. All I can do is watch how you love. But here's the key factor that some of y'all miss. I decide if I want to participate. And you know what that says to me? The power is all mine. The power is all mine. What bothers me, let me catch what you said, Disco. What bothers me, you don't see many Black Americans celebrating Black History Month, but I saw a Black American family on Facebook with their St. Patrick's Day stuff on and read, we're waiting for St. Patrick's Day. Come through. Just twist it into mine. I got you on that. I got you on that, Darren. I got you. And see, this is what I say. I'm going to celebrate Black history every day, every single day. You're not going to give me 28 days, 365, honey. All of that's Black history for me. Please believe it. So at the end of the day, whether you outwardly celebrate or whether you do, I'm like, y'all do what you want to do. Y'all can have them little 28 days if you want to. 365 is all mine for Black history. Every single day of it is mine for Black history. And I'm going to celebrate every single day, 365, just like y'all do them 28 little days. That's a mindset. Y'all ain't buying what I'm selling. That's a mindset. You got 28 days to get your celebration. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got 365 to celebrate. And if you got cheerings, you need to be. And come on, and 366 on leap year, K2 who. Y'all get trapped up in these same little, baby, they got y'all on a leash. Cassandra wrote, choose with whom you participate. And this is what to take that to my point here. Just like you choose, do I want to participate in love with you or no? You ain't got power over me. And this is what I want Black folks to do. Take our power back. Stop letting everybody else hold the reins. Take our power back. And I choose who I want to affiliate. I choose where I want to give my information. I choose where I want to give my creativity and my talents. I choose. But I will not be exploited by you to make you rich and leave me poor. That's what we're not going to do. I said what I said. Now add to it before I take it back. Y'all ain't ready for me. But I said what I said, and I meant every word that I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. Too many of y'all thinking inside the box. You all trapped up. Baby, at the end of the day, why are you all trapped up in your mind? Show them who you are, T'Challa. We are creators. We are innovators. We are leaders. Come on here. Woo! I said what I said. I said what I said. And I choose whether you're going to get this creativity or not. I choose. And let's start making our own viable stuff. Now, I'm going to show you. Let me get these last stories out because listen. Whew, it was reported to me, y'all. It was reported to me. This woman's mother finally came out after 20 years. And I'm like, Mama, where you been for 20 years? Why'd you wait a whole daggum 20 years? This woman has been appointed as the Chief Equity and Inclusion and Culture Officer of this organization in Philadelphia. And the woman is white. This woman, 20 years in this position as a black woman, as the Chief Equity, Inclusion, and Culture Officer in Philadelphia. And her mama finally came out and said, look, let me see what she said she was. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You just can't make this stuff up. The mother came out and said that she, okay, here we go. She's German and British, and her father is Italian. Bright Eyed Sunflower, come on in here. So much love to you. Come through, come through, come through. She's British and German, and the father is Italian. Now, this woman done passed for 20 years in this role. And y'all see her name. Let me see if I can find this chick, the name that she made up for herself. Raquel Avita Saraswati. Bright Eyes Sunflower, so much love to you. Thank you for coming in here this morning. It might be a little rough, so hold on to your weave, hold on to your wig. I'm cutting up in here this morning. Thank you for coming through. I love me some you. She gave herself the fake name and a fake racial identity as Raquel Avita Saraswati. Now, let's go down and see what was her. Let me see if I can find her real name. Her real name is Rachel Elizabeth Seidel. I got you. No weave, no wig. I got you. I got you. So much love to you. Rachel Elizabeth Seidel, Seidel. Star Simmer Rose. K2 Hoop, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a mess. Z Lady C, it's a mess. You know what? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Because there's so much boiling down in my shondo. There's so much boiling down in my shondo that I'm gonna just leave that alone. Because most multicultural professors are white. Black Africana studies have been co-opted. Come on with that. I see you talking to me, April. Come on and talk heavy in here. The obsession is real. Star Simmer Rose, but they hate us. So this is something, and I'm going to say this, and Shelly Thunder, ain't that a mess? Ain't that a mess? Ain't that a mess? Ain't that, and listen, I don't care about the grammar at this point. Ain't that a mess? 20 years, and now her mama want to come and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Now, I'm going to come here real quickly, and I'm going to play this, and some of y'all may get mad at this, because I'm going to make one other quick turn, and then we're getting ready to go to Rebels, because this Joker, that done uploaded the wrong thing. But okay, I'm gonna let y'all see this one. I had this up for something else that I was gonna use someplace else. For whatever reason, it uploaded the wrong thing. But enjoy yourself. This is a nice little funny here about the cost of eggs. As it said, me on my way to move back in with my mom and stay in the child's place because ain't no way I can pay $38.50 for some eggs. Are any of y'all feeling that down in your shondo? Are you feeling that down in your shondo? You had enough of these people, I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, you bet that chick, Donzel chick's cousin, you know what? 20 years, Cassandra, 20 years. 20 years. What the saints won't do. Now this is really, let me see. Okay, here we go. I hit the wrong one.
We watch sinners This
is the one, and we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. This is a challenge, my church people. And anybody for real. But this right here, this sister's talking, and I'm going to say something. I'm going to throw this last stone, and then I'm going to get up out of here. But listen, I want to break down and break up all these glass houses that y'all living in. I'm throwing all the rocks I can, because at the end of the day, this foolishness needs to stop. And let's hear what the sister has to say to the church.
We watch sinners who use spiritual principles, budgeting, saving, investing, discipline, protecting their name, establishing a credit score 750 to 850, and wonder why they do so well financially. And I want to submit to us, it is not that God is blessing them. It's just that they honor and respect the principles. They may be spiritually dead, but they fare better than we do. They're not going into a community and naming and claiming a house, they buy it. They don't go to a dealership and pour oil on an automobile and run around it and quote Joshua, we're marching around the walls of Jericho. This ain't Jericho. They buy automobiles. Are we understanding? Some of them just buy them cash while we are naming it and claiming it. And the church has done us an injustice because we don't know the principle, but we walk through certain areas of fanaticism cause us to be very unattractive as the followers of Christ. And you can't win a lost world when a lot of sinners have a whole lot of money with all of this name it and claim it. I'm not saying that we don't trust God, but I'm saying that there are working principles that work for sinners or saints. If you work the principle, it will work for you.
Now, some of y'all can't get with that because I understand your faith upbringing and your faith teaching. But this sister said a whole lot right here that black folks don't want to hear, and especially black folks from the black church that would rather, come on, I see you. Mama wasn't benefiting, so she blasted. I got you, Shelly and Cassandra. I see you. John Studio, this pastor right here told a whole word. Principles. Good morning, John. Listen, I want to say John Studios is a streamer. If you're not following him, quit your wicked ways, because listen, that's my angel, and so much blessing to you, sir, and thank you for coming through. She spoke on that fairly. She spoke on that My Lock journey. She spoke on it. Listen, instead of teaching money management, y'all get up and preach faith and name it and claim it and put some blessed oil on it and all of it, baby. Principles. I say, good morning, Kitty Bradshaw. She is a streamer, y'all. Y'all please follow her. She'll bless your whole life. Thank you for coming in. Principles. I want us to understand principles. Stop with the foolishness and let's get down to understanding. If you work the principles will work for you. It's not about I'm blessed of God and I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm this, that, and the other. And listen, baby, work the principles. Listen, handle your business. And as she said, and I loved it, and I loved it, and I loved it. And my nephew, we talked about this. And one of the things that I asked him to bring to the ministry as we move forward in what we're doing, have a segment where we teach money, where we teach financial principles, where we teach, and he talks about even how to go buy a car. There are different ways that you can go and roll up on the lot and buy a car differently than the way that we most use, because they have figured out a way to keep us in slavery with that car note, but there are other ways to go about it. And even as she said here, when a lot of people save that money up and they walk up on the lot and buy it cash, while y'all out here pouring oil on it, and I got my blessed oil right here, and the seats are greasy, you done messed up the paint job and run around it 3 times. I want this car. Stop it. I said what I said. And you're robbing Peter to pay Paul every other week. Stop it. I need you to get your principles right. These are the things, additionally, y'all, that keep us in slavery. Because as long as we are consumers that are mounted and overburdened and loaded down with debt, we will never see the type of life and living that we want to have. Am I talking to anybody in here? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And then you want to turn around and say the devil got busy. The devil didn't get busy. You did not operate in the principle. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Stop blaming this stuff on the devil. It is a matter of poor education. It's a matter of not teaching and training the people how to find principles that work in your life and work your jelly. Y'all need to stop all this madness talking about the devil, and then you look at the world. Well, listen, I see the world's prospering more than we are, but fret not thyself against evildoers, neither be thou envious against workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, and verily, baby, pay your bills. Stop living outside of your means. Now, this is where I'm getting ready to go here. And stop pumping your money into the church that's doing nothing for the community. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. Stop pumping your money into churches that do absolutely, positively nothing for your community. Whew. I'm talking heavy in here this month. You're going to start robbing Peter to pay Paul. They can quote them scriptures fairly. They can quote all the scriptures in the world, but you don't know one financial principle, not one. Well, I study what matters most, and that's the word of God. And that's why you so poor, broke, busted, and disgusted. And then Sunday morning, you want to lead the song. Jesus can work it out. Oh, how you going to pay your rent? Work it out. All your money spent. Work it out. Telephone disconnect. Work it out. Waiting for your next paycheck. Work it out. And y'all bucking and shouting, because your telephone's about to be disconnected, because you can't pay your rent. Baby, I don't want that. And it's amazing to me how y'all line up at the door, how y'all line up at the altar. I don't, and still broke fairly, and still broke. Well, you know, one day I'm going to have street a go. One day I'm going to have streets a go. One day I'm going to have a mansion. What? Done with you. I'm done with that foolishness. My God, today. Well, the devil blessing his own. The devil, they got the house, they got the car, but I got Jesus, and that's enough. With your broke, busted, and disgusted self, I don't want the Jesus you got. But the issue is not Jesus blessing you. The issue is you've not been taught principles. And rather than y'all preach and teach principles, y'all rather preach pie in the sky, by and by, and you gonna get it over there while you're living like I don't know what over here. Miss me with that. I said what I said. That's a slavery mentality perpetuated. I said what I said. I got this little shack shanty over here and my little plot of dirt, and I'm sleeping on the dirt, ain't got a bed, ain't got no clothes, ain't got no food to eat, but I'm happy with Jesus alone. Y'all miss me with that. Miss me with that. And the issue, I'm going to say it once more and again, is a principle. Now, I got 10 minutes to get out. I told you I was going to throw this last rock and I'm going to get up out of here. This is what I want to challenge many of you that, you know, when we talk about the community, we talk about what's going on in the community, what's not going on in the community. I looked and, One Reason put this in the other day and I was so happy to see it. Let me see if I can find it. He put this in the other day and I was so happy to see and I showed it the other day. I want to just run it again real quick if I can find it. There it is. This is the kind of stuff I want to see us doing. Okay. This is the kind of stuff I want to see us collectively doing with our money. This is the kind of stuff that I want to see, because at the end of the day, this is going to make a difference. And this is going to bring us into another realm and another level. I think this might be the commercial going on right here. This is going to allow us to come into a place and into a space where we can actually have something for ourselves and have something that we can pass on generationally. This is what I want y'all to pay attention to right here.
Oscars. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge met the young designer.
Taking a big step in her fashion career, this 14-year-old Amira Dior Traina Martis is making moves in Hollywood with her shoe line that's being featured at the Oscars.
Oh my gosh, Oscars.
A few years ago, the middle schooler started designing clothes and shoes and came up with her company called Lane One.
This was the first shoe that I made. I love like nude colors.
Her mom could see she was serious, so they found a manufacturer in Italy.
Basically what we do is we design the shoe online. It's made to order.
She built a website and turned her birthday party into a brand launch party, and her shoe line took off. A management company, SW Roseburg, found her and then just weeks ago called Amira and her mother with an offer they'll never forget.
They would like you to come out to LA and provide this sneaker for celebrities attending the Oscars. I was like, what?
Is this even like real? I can't believe like I'm here.
She's hoping some big celebrities notice her shoes and wear them on the red carpet, especially one in particular.
I love Zendaya so much.
Now, with help from another local Brooklyn brand, Gurney Company, Amira's focused on getting 75 shoes exclusively made just in time for the Oscars, where they'll be on display in the guest suites and at pre-parties.
For me, no matter what the task is, if I really have my mind set on it, especially when it comes to art, I am going to do it.
She says being an Oscar-worthy designer means big shoes to fill, but she has no doubt she will. In Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
And we don't.
Now, this part right here, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that. And let me give it up once more and again for this young lion. Now, y'all go out there and buy them shoes. Y'all done bought Nikes. Y'all done bought Adidas. Y'all done bought Converse. Y'all done bought everybody's tennis shoes. Go out there and buy this child's shoes. That's boss energy, Kai Chick. That's boss energy, Kim Possible. That's boss energy, Fairly. This is how we build our community. Now, y'all done but all these other designers that don't look like us. You pay all the money that they ask for. You don't ask. You do not squabble. You do not fight. I don't care how they put a price tag on there that looks just as ridiculous can be. You all will go spend your money for those shoes by folks that don't look like us. Y'all go out there and buy this child's shoes. Do you understand? This is how we do it. Put her over the top, just like you done put all these other white companies over the top. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Put her over the top with her 14-year-old self, just like y'all put all these other white companies over the top. I said what I said. This is how we break the noose from off our necks. Go out there and support your own. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. Now, let me turn one more. Kudos for her mom, Music Spasms. Let me come through. Y'all talking to me over here. I love it too, Kim Possible. I love it, My Lock Journey. I see it. Come on, honey. I see you, Music Spasms. Kudos to her mom for putting. Listen, some of y'all out here need to let the children shine. Some of the children can't shine. Now, I'm talking to some parents in this generation right now. The children can't shine because you trying to shine. Baby, sit your lips, hips, and fingertips down and push your baby. Some of y'all understand what I'm saying. I want everybody to shine, but some of y'all act like you're jealous of your own children. You're in competition with your own children. You're pulling down your own children because you, baby, push your babies. Push them. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take. Listen, I go places now, and I look at the young babies, and I'm like, the child can't get a chance because mom and daddy won't get out the way. I said what I said. The child can't get a chance because mom and daddy won't get out the way. Lord Jesus, help us. You dress like you going to hit the Oregon Trail tomorrow. Come on, Empress. Does she have merchandise link? Come on, that's a good point. Somebody go out there and see if you can find, this is CBS New York. If you can find that little girl's link and put it in the chat, I would love it. Come through, Kai Chick. Thank you. Come through, Kai Chick. That's what I'm talking about. That's my evangelist right there. That's my evangelist right there. There it is right there, Disco Darren. Hit that link and buy some shoes, would you please? Hit that link and share it. Come on. Let's take this little baby over the top. We definitely need to support one another more. I see you, Bright Eyes Sunflower. And that's how we're going to change this situation. We've got to support ourselves. And this is a must. This is a must. When we find sisters and brothers out here that are doing the thing, and 9 times out of 10, we've been doing the thing for somebody else. But then when they break away and start doing it for themselves, this is what they get. They turn around, they take it upon themselves. Let me go out and start doing what I've been doing for everybody else. Let me do it for myself. And this is what they get from the black community. Those shoes are hot fairly all day. Those shoes are hot. And this is how we break the back of the oppressor that wants to always hold us down and keep talking about, well, time will change. In enough time, we'll see. No. We've had plenty of time. We've had plenty of time. And you've shown us, even Governor DeSantis and the other 18 states that followed suit. You've already shown us that you intend to roll back the hands of time to Jim Crow. This is not time to play. We need to pull ourselves together and pull, P-O-O-L, as well as pull, P-U-L-L. We need to come together right now and begin to make a different world that we want to see. Now, I'm going to say this because I got 2 more minutes, and I'm going to challenge the churches, because church is the institution that probably gets the bulk outside of the other institutions out there. For black people, the church is the institution that gets the bulk of black people's money. And what are y'all doing with it? Building bigger buildings, having a building fund every time you turn around, giving the pastor a bigger salary, buying jets and planes, doing all kinds of things except for help the community. I want to put this challenge out here to churches, because listen, we're going to have to reinvigorate our economic base, and we're going to have to reinvigorate the community. I challenge churches, and yes, I said churches. I challenge you all to go back and challenge your churches. I challenge churches to start taking that money that you all are collecting and start putting that money in some kind of saving situation where you can allow entrepreneurs from your church to get a low interest loan, where you can allow people from within your congregation to start up things that they want to be involved in. Now, listen, I'm telling you, y'all say, well, there's your rules and regulations. Follow the rules and follow the regulations, but do whatever you have to do. But baby, the church needs to be much more active. Since you got our money in the till, put that money in the till back into the people and back into the community. I double dog dare you to do it. I said something right there. I challenge churches. And I ain't talking about to buy more property and more land for your church. I said, put that money somewhere where the people in your congregation and the people in your communities can find a means that when I can't get a loan from here, and when I can't do this, that, and the other, I know that the same church that I done put all my money in, I can get some money out. Y'all ain't ready for me. I don't care if you have to set it up in a different kind of organization. You might need to have a community development fund. You might need to have a community development arm to your ministry. You might need to have it under some other guises other than just under your church. But listen, your church can develop and create all of these additional organizations as well. Come on here, Kim Possible. I challenge y'all. I challenge you. Churches, y'all get our money. Now take that money and stop getting the pastor and the bishop another car. Stop getting them a bigger salary when they can't do with the salary they got and half show up to church and half preach to. Take that money and pump that money back into the people. I said what I said. I said what I said. You are the institution in the black community that gets more dollars than anybody in the black community. Take that money and work it for the people. I said what I said fairly. I see you, truck driver. That will never happen because pastors are not having it. Well, God's raising up new pastors, truck. God's raising up new folks. And we gonna break down this slavery mentality. We gonna break down this. We gonna break the back of the plantation called church. I said what I said. We're gonna break the back of this plantation that we call church. And if you get my money, you better do something productive for the black community and the black people in this community if you gonna get my money. And I said what I said. Oh, come on, honey. I'm talking hard in here. I'm talking hard in here. But when we start talking about Disco Darren, why we've marched, we've protested, we've rioted, and folks want to go to violence. How about redirecting the money that we do have out here flowing? How about that? I'm not even saying go get new money. Redirect the money in the community that we do have out here flowing. And the first place I want to look is the church. Y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all release this money and stop this foolishness. Do something for the people. I said what I said fairly. Do something for the people and the community, you giddy thing. I said it, you giddy thing. And the people are still impoverished and nobody can get anywhere. We got to re-envision it. We got to repackage it. We got to redirect it, y'all. We got to redirect it. And we can do it. And so, yes, Disco Darren, don't need to march no more. Don't need to keep on protesting. And you understand what I'm saying? The church got the money. Disco. The church got the money. Redirect that stuff. Re-envision how you bless the community. And I'm telling you, if we get enough churches to do it, we can turn this thing around. And then I'm just saying, start there. But that ain't all. We gonna cover the whole neighborhood. We gonna cover the whole community. But I'm saying, start making these churches be accountable. What are you doing with our money? We don't need no more land. You can't do nothing with the land you got. We don't need another building fund, because the building will never be built. I know some churches, they've had a building fund ever since I've been in this world, and the building is still not built. The pastor doesn't need to be a millionaire. We don't need jets. I said what I said. We've got to re-envision and start with where we can redirect money that's already out there. Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? So this is how we're going to change. Everybody ain't loving what I'm saying right now. But I'm telling you, if we got to think outside the box, and how can we make a change? Yes, we have marched, we've rioted, we've protested, and we've even threatened violence. But there has to be another way. And I promise you, hear this, and I'm getting out of here. I promise you, the way out always is going to involve some money.
Oh, I feel for my brother.
Well, I feel for my brother, and I feel for my sister. This has been another edition of Yes You O Cubed. I promise you, the way out is money. Y'all can keep on praying if you want to. You can keep on marching if you want to. You can keep on protesting and rioting if you want to. But the way out is to come together unified, and let's get some money. Now, this has been another edition, and I appreciate you all. I love you so much. This is always a blessing to be able to come invest in our own. Come on here. Come on here, Disco Darren. Red Dead Jammy Dodger, come on up in here. So much love to you, and thank you for coming through. This is a Fresh Start Friday. We got to figure out how to start fresh. Well, let's start with where the money is. Show me the money, church. Show me the money. And then let's redirect that thing. Now, come on here. I want y'all to follow me, because we going somewhere. Follow me on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Discord. Listen, I'm out there and more. Y'all follow me, because we're building something. We are building something. Please believe it. Listen, we're telling you all the time, we're not just talking about change. I want you to be the change. We got to make a difference, and we can do this. We got the power. Now, listen, you're not alone. I want you to understand this pride, this PRIDE, this Pride Alliance is relentless, and you're going to hear us roar. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, we got the power. We don't have a spirit of fear. We don't have a spirit of intimidation. We got power. We got love. We got a sound mind. And I am all powerful in love. Take that building fund. I see y'all talking. Take that building fund that ain't never done nothing for the building and redirect that money. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Now listen here. I appreciate the support in the Lion's Den has been strong. Empress Meow, Shelly Thunder, BTT Mom, MCP812, Tiles Pumps, K Marie. Thank you all for the re-ups. Thank you for everybody that followed. Thank you for the re-subs. Thank you for the roaring biddies. I appreciate every last one of you. I absolutely, positively do. Now, it's 9:08, so we getting ready to run over to the Rebels house. Yes, the rebellious ones are already going forth. Come on in and join the stream. And I'm going to say it once more and again. Please stay with us on today's Saints. Stay with us in Rebels house. Just be in the house. That's what we need you to do. Ride this train. It's moving, y'all. We're getting ready to get up out of here. You know I love you. You know how I say it, and my moderators say every day. Have an amazing day on purpose. Do what you love what you do, and peace for your journey.
My brother.